I just grabbed my wife and said, "Look, you speak Korean. You know the president. You know the first lady. You know the ambassador. Let's talk to them in Korean and tell them we need their help."
Yumi Hogan was born in South Korea and is now the first Korean First Lady of any state in the United States.
And my other partner is pretty special too. She may be small in stature, but don't let that fool you. She is my pillar of strength. My beautiful wife Yumi has been an incredible First Lady for Maryland.
The First Lady of Maryland, Yumi Hogan, met with the First Lady of South Korea to discuss partnership opportunities with the new presidential administration in South Korea. Officials say she visited Kim Jong-suk in South Korea. Yumi Hogan is the first Korean-born First Lady in the United States.
Hogan, who calls himself a Hanguk Sawi, meaning a son-in-law of South Korea, made South Korea his first stop during his Asian tour last May after he took office, and his love for the nation is widely known.
Governors across the country are working together to ensure frontline medical workers get the critical protective gear. Maryland's Governor Larry Hogan is the chairman of the National Governors Association, and he joins us now from Annapolis. Governor Hogan, what do you most need right now? As you know, so much conversation about governors having a hard time getting the equipment, getting the supplies they need. What is the most critical to you now?
Well, it's the same for every governor, I think, Judy. It's the same thing that you keep hearing about, and it's the most difficult thing, I would say, right now is ventilators, and we were successful in getting a couple of hundred ventilators from the administration, a commitment of 200 more ventilators. That's what New York is being faced with right now. It's just, but it's PPE, it's all the protective equipment that we need for our hospitals and our healthcare workers. It's testing and testing kits, and that's just something that all of us are dealing with. We're searching for these things all over the domestic market, all over the world, and we're asking our federal partners for their help as well. But no governor sitting by just waiting for these things to arrive. Everybody's working very hard to try to ramp up these availabilities.
I had learned that several South Korean companies were ready to ship more coronavirus test kits to my state. But they were stymied because the FDA had not yet approved their use. I don't care if we have FDA approval or not, we've got people dying. I don't want to wait for permission. I just grabbed my wife and said, "Look, you speak Korean. You know the president. You know the first lady. You know the ambassador. Let's talk to them in Korean and tell them we need their help." Several companies in South Korea immediately said they would send tests.